channel, we kind of have like a reoccurring show where we talk about scams that are perpetuated on YouTube. And a controversial topic has always been this YouTuber named Jordan Sather. A lot of people look at what he does, but they don't see a scam. They don't see any real damage. They look at maybe that he really believes what he's saying, or that he's just really, into the things he pushes on his channel. And if he is, does it make it a scam? If he really believes it, maybe somebody's scamming him. Well, there's a little bit of evidence that says that that's just not true, and I'm going to hook you up. Also, would it kind of shock you to find out that him and a really big entity, I call him an entity because I don't know what to call him. The dude isn't a YouTuber. His buddy, his pal, his partner in crime isn't a YouTuber. He's a regular guest on a show that I like to watch. I'm not saying I like to believe it. I just like to see the topics they cover. You've seen Ancient Aliens. Well, one of the guys that's always been on Ancient Aliens is David Wilcock. Now, I don't agree with Ancient Aliens all the time, but I think it's one of the best shows to find strange subjects. And even though they'll extremely represent them these crazy ways, I still like it. I watch it just to hear the subjects, and then I look the subjects up myself. Anyway, Wilcock has a much bigger presence than Sather, but they're kind of connected at the hip. If you look around on social media, they're always together. They always post these kind of things. Here's one where they went to a conference that uses the initial DOD. It's something like disclosure or dementia. I don't know what they say DOD stands for, but isn't it ironic that the location of this picture is right next to a military base with an extremely large Department of Defense office? I made the weird kind of thing where I was saying that it almost is like if I didn't want people to know that I had this giant meeting at the DOD and I had to go near the DOD, like literally a mile from it, maybe I'd just be really open and take pictures near it and say I'm at a conference and name another conference, the disclosure for dementia patients. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm being silly, but you get me. So you're going to want to know what I found. Well, I haven't found this first. In fact, a lot of people know about this thing that I'm about to show you. And there's some really good research done on this. But I didn't find out about their stuff until I saw it. I had to go through it on the UNIRach archive to figure out what it was and, really get the hang of it. I mean, I read about it for a long time today, and then I brought it over here to the channel and kind of figured some stuff out with it. So where's the strangeness involved? Well, this thing that I'm about to show you, I can 100% connect to Jordan Sather. He admits it himself in a live stream or a speech that he did that we have the entire video of. It kind of shocked a lot of people. I don't think that he expected it to be recorded. I don't think it was supposed to be recorded, personally. There's this thing called the International Tribunal for Natural Justice. And I know what you're thinking. Sounds pretty crazy. It has its own constitution. And guess what? It wants you to forego. I'm not making this up. If you don't believe me, go to their website, ITNJ.org. Go to the other websites, /ITNJ, /ITNJ-treaty. If you go there, you find out they want you to forego the Constitution of your country. Now, my country is the United States of America, so I'll speak from that position. But know that while I'm talking about this in this scam here, I'm talking whatever country you're in, they don't mind. They want you to sign this Constitution and forego your Constitution. They also want you to sign a treaty. They also want you to live by their rules. They want you to accept their judges. Well, they call them judges, but really they're not, because inside their constitution, and I'll show you this, it states that they shouldn't have to pick judges based on their experience. They should be able to pick anyone to be a judge. They even say they'll sit down and judge criminals, whether they're guilty or innocent. And they got a lot of blowback when they said they wouldn't punish even the worst criminals. That's really weird coming from these people, because the people that are connected to this, and this is the crazy part, they are the people that push the pizza conspiracy that I talk about often. They're the people that push the Q-spiracy I talk about often. They're the people that push the cosmic disclosure conspiracies that I talk about and I try to expose. I have a slang word for people, the people that push this content on YouTube. I call it a hydra. And you know why. I won't go into it. It was mentioned in one of the oldest religions, the Zoroastrian religion. It was talked about as the beast in Armageddon in that religion anyway. But I'm not going to go into all that. The thing I want to show you is the Treaty of the International Tribunal for Natural Justice, the fact that they want you to sign it, the fact that they want you to support it financially, the fact that they want you to forego the laws of where you live, the Constitution of where you live, and to adopt their thoughts on those laws. And to go even further, they propagated all of this through YouTube with the pizza stuff, the Q stuff, the satanic panic, all this new stuff that's been popping up that has the crazy ideas of this. Like, if you look at like the SJW culture on Twitter and the concepts and ideas that back them, it goes in line perfectly with what they want. They want, and I will show you. In fact, I better just show you because you'll say I'm lying. People say I'm just trying to make them look bad. I'm trying to, harm their reputation or something. Right here. Their mission is to apprehend the abuses and tyranny of systems and institutions. You can't do that if you don't have any judges with any type of authority especially if those judges are just Robert David Steele, one of the people that pushes these conspiracies. Restore truth and reason to the delivery of justice in the world. These people who on YouTube, Twitter, and other places have pushed factless conspiracy theories and claim that you should believe them about aliens, about Mars, about craziness, all this stuff that they say, and they admit they have no evidence for, they want you to forego your Constitution and sign theirs. I almost couldn't believe it. And I'm going to show you. Tenet of human expression, they also do not want borders or boundaries beyond the artifice of borders and boundaries. So I know what you're thinking. You want me to connect Jordan Sather to this if I'm going to make that statement? Well, I got you. What about RDS? What about all the people that push the pizza stuff and the satanic conspiracy? You want to know if they're all connected? Well, sit back and relax, because this is being perpetuated on YouTube. And I used to think they were just doing it for money. I think that is a big part of it. But after finding this, I think there is an enormous political agenda, not only behind this, but behind the YouTubers who are paid to push it. Let's go.